How much did you spend on her wedding ring?
It's a decent amount I spent on her, but she deserves even more.
Numbers wise, what we talking?
I mean, how much was it? 35K? 35K, yeah.
35,000 bucks.
Yeah.
So he spent that much on a wedding ring for you as a gesture. What does he get in return?
I think I should answer that. So I get a partner that's loyal. I get the mother of my children. I get the most beautiful woman that I've ever, been around. And the most important thing is how she treats me and how she treats my family and how she treats her family. So for me, I have a partner for life, and it's worth every investment there is.
Okay. But a lot of people would say you could have the same thing without dropping 35K on a ring.
You could. And money's not an issue. Like, if you can get a cheap ring and it's the person that's for you, whatever. But it also depends on how much you make.
Okay, so I'm not really sure why this video has caused such a viral uproar outside of how the line of questioning exposed the interviewer, because that man has his head on straight. And he put it to bed when he said it is relative to how much that you make, because that is all that it is. 35K is a drop in the bucket to some people, and that can be difficult to come to terms with or to understand, especially for people for whom that would be half their yearly income or more. But I want you to think about this. If a man has $2 and he gives you $1, and another man has $1,000 and he gives you 10. Yes, the first man gave you $1 and the second man gave you 10, but between those two men, who is actually more generous? Which man is actually showing you he is more willing to sacrifice in order to provide from what he has? In some cases, a 5K ring from one man is actually a much bigger display of an investment than a 35K ring from another man. One man might actually bust his ass every day, go to work trying to provide and sacrifice, whereas another man is simply born into millions. And from which of those two men would a ring be a more significant display of their investment? Only a materialistic person would say the latter. Someone like this.
Like, I don't think I'm like just an average person. You wouldn't be able to afford my engagement ring. I'm getting an 8-carat cushion cut vintage engagement ring.
How much is that?
About $200,000.
What's more, I hope you guys picked up on when the woman in the first clip did not even know how much her ring was worth. So do you think that she even truly cared or demanded that he spend this much or that much? No, because ultimately it is not about a dollar value. It is about investment value. It's about what the ring represents. And in reality, for the man who is still building, he needs to be smarter than the man with disposable income. If he gets a 5K ring instead of a 10K ring and puts the other 5K into an investment portfolio for his future kids, that money will have doubled in 10 to 15 years. And that is what a woman who is a good partner would want anyways, to plant seeds for their future family together. 20K can be a life-changing thing for some people, whereas for the type of guy that can fly his whole family and in-laws to Italy for a proposal, 20K is completely inconsequential. And this is why money spent or the price of a ring does not necessarily equate or measure a man's effort, love, commitment, discipline, or character, but it could also expose it, just as a woman's expectations could expose her character and values. The man in that video is blessed with the financial ability, and it sounded like he has a great mindset and understands the value as well. And by the way he spoke about his woman, a woman like that is worth the world to the best of your ability to give it as a man. In a world that is so fixated on scarcity mindset, on who could care less in their relationship, on squabbling over the crumbs of fairness, always competing in the victim Olympics, I don't know about you, but that video was refreshing to me.